We present a case video report entitled A Stage Approach to Submucosal Tunnel Entry During POEM, conducted at the Medical University of South Carolina. None of the authors have any conflicts pertaining to this video. Keywords include esophagus, EGD, achalasia, POEM, neonatal gastroscope, and ESD knives. This case involves a 42-year-old Caucasian woman with a past surgical history of a laparoscopic hilar myotomy for achalasia who was admitted to the hospital for worsening dysphagia, regurgitation, and weight loss. Standard endoscopy revealed moderate resistance to the scope passage at the level of the gastroesophageal junction, but was otherwise normal. Both interpretations of the barium esophagram and esophageal manometry confirmed the diagnosis of achalasia. After clinically unsuccessful pneumatic dilation, the decision was made to perform a posterior POEM procedure. Standard preoperative patient preparation was implemented. After placing the patient in a supine position under general anesthesia, a standard forward viewing gastroscope with a clear distal cap is used to create the submucosal tunnel. In preparation of mucosal incision, a submucosal injection using normal saline with methylene blue dye was performed approximately 10 centimeters proximal to the GE junction. Notice pooling of instilled fluid at the 6 o'clock position, marking the site of interest, which is the posterior esophageal wall. A 2 centimeter longitudinal incision is made using a dual knife at the 5 to 6 o'clock position, as opposed to the standard 12 to 2 o'clock anterior approach, to avoid potential anterior plain scar tissue from previous surgical myotomy. Due to suboptimal scope leverage in the posterior position and difficulty establishing an initial working space within the tunnel despite the use of several knives, many attempts at tunnel entry were unsuccessful. Despite further extension of the incision and rotating the mucosotomy to the 12 o'clock position relative to the scope, the submucosal tunnel could not be entered. Thus, the decision was made to exchange the standard gastroscope for a smaller caliber 6mm neonatal gastroscope to facilitate tunnel entry. After dissecting some submucosal fibers from outside of the tunnel, entry was accomplished using a neonatal gastroscope without a distal clear cap. Blunt dissection of the submucosal fibers is achieved with closed and open pediatric forceps. Further dissection and extension of the tunnel is achieved with a pediatric forceps by using a standard grasp and retraction technique upon the mucosal fibers. This combination of techniques with the neonatal gastroscope created sufficient working space for a larger caliber gastroscope without a distal attachment to enter relatively seamlessly. In this view, the standard gastroscope without the clear cap is seen within the previously created tunnel. Spray coagulation current and injection of fluid achieves further dissection of the submucosal fibers and expansion of the tunnel using the Hyber knife while insufflating carbon dioxide. After a large enough tunnel is created, we removed the gastroscope and placed a clear cap at its distal end. Entry was then achieved easily into the tunnel for standard tunnel extension. After a tunnel is created into the cardia, standard dissection of circular muscle fibers is carefully performed using a combination of the Hyber knife and IT knife in a proximal to distal direction. Visualized vessels are prophylactically treated to prevent bleeding by using coagulation graspers as seen here. To complete the procedure, closure of the mucosotomy is then performed with placement of endoclips. No procedural complications occurred. A post-procedural chest x-ray revealed a small volume capnoperitoneum. Subsequent barium esophagram confirmed no extravasation of contrast. The patient was discharged home on post-procedural day number 1, tolerating an oral diet. POEM is a novel, less invasive alternative to surgery for the treatment of achalasia. Posterior POEM is the preferred approach after hilar myotomy, although tunnel entry in this position can be challenging. This video demonstrates that after unsuccessful attempts at tunnel entry with a standard gastroscope, a staged approach using a smaller caliber neonatal gastroscope appears effective and safe, allowing successful submucosal entry and tunnel expansion to create a large enough working space to subsequently proceed in standard fashion. This alternative technique may be helpful in cases of challenging tunnel access, such as when there is suboptimal endoscope leverage due to a difficult angle or if there is scarring of the submucosal layer underlying the mucosotomy.